Peter, you're a very successful sailor. We've asked you before, but now we're well into the rally. Any similarities in navigation and rallying to yachting or not?
Yeah, I mean there is some similarities. Time on distance is very important in sailing, and time on distance here is critical with the regularity. So there is some similarities. I don't think we'd have had the luck that we had on the first day if we hadn't had some idea. So, but enjoying it very much.
Louise, we hear that you're leaving us on Monday.
I know, I'm absolutely gutted. It's going to be a really hard thing to leave on Monday.
Where are you going?
I'm going home for 3 days and then I'm flying out to the Caribbean because I have some work to do out there.
You're heavily involved in yachting and you'll be coming back for the America's Cup. So tell us, what is your involvement with America's Cup in Auckland?
I run the J-Class Association, the yachts from the America's Cup yachts from the 1930s, and we have 4 boats coming down to Auckland to take part in 2 regattas during the America's Cup programme next January, February, March actually next year. So we're really looking forward to that.
Right, you need a navigator. What's happening next week?
Well, we actually entered this rally before Louise knew that she had to go to the Caribbean. So I've asked an old friend of mine who actually lives in New Zealand, a New Zealander called Tom Schnackenberg, to come and join me next week. And he's one of the most successful yachtsmen of all time.
Wow, is it 4 times he's won the America's Cup in different guises?
Yeah, it's either 4 or 5. He started in 1982 with the Australian team that took the America's Cup off the Americans after 132 years. He was with Alan Bond's team on Australia 2, and then he was critical in the design team of Team New Zealand and sailed on the Team New Zealand boat NZL 32 when they won in San Diego, and then defended it a couple of times in Auckland. And then more recently he was with Alinghi when they won.
Tom, you're very welcome to the New Zealand Classic Rally. You marshalled at the beginning, but now you've turned navigator. What's happening?
Well, I'm just learning because it's only my 2nd or 3rd day being in the race, but it's right at the beginning. There seemed to be a shortage of people, and so I was asked if I would help one of the marshals. So I was mainly just standing there writing times down on a piece of paper and car numbers, but I learned a little bit and got a feel for the way it works, and now I'm a competitor.
Enjoying it?
Yes, very much. It's actually a lot more difficult than I expected. I found a few little flaws in my rational behaviour, especially when overloaded. That's the interesting thing about that.
Now, you've done it all in terms of sailing. America's Cup, 4 times winning, been involved with so many different syndicates. But you started designing sails and ended up looking at strategy. You were even a navigator on one of the winning crews and teams. But now you're a rally navigator. Are there any synergies at all?
Well, there are a lot, of course. A navigator is trying to know where he is or she is, for starters, and where they want to go, and then starting to also figure out the best way of getting there. In a yacht race, generally that's the wind comes into it after that. You still have to understand the course thoroughly, and which is the same sort of thing that happens in cars. But with cars, it's a little more involved with the timing and being given the constraints. The boat, you go as fast as you can, given the wind, to get from here to where the next mark is. With the race, you say, well, let's slow down in the car, slow down 5k, and we're a little bit ahead, things like that. It's quite different there.
But in terms of the fun and the real cutting edge of yachting and your experience in America's Cup, it is the actual cutting edge. What was your favourite triumph?
Well, probably the first one, because it seemed so impossible. That was when I was working as a sail maker for the Australians, a sail designer, and by that stage I'd been with them for some years, so they did give me some more responsibility. I even wrote software, for help starting the races, things like that, for the navigator to calculate where he was and how long to the line and so on. So they had a fairly thorough portfolio of jobs, but that was it just seemed impossible to take a trophy that had been held for 130 odd years by one club.
Then you work with the Australian syndicate, you work with the New Zealand syndicate. Coots comes to mind, Butterworth comes to mind, and you were heavily involved with that one as well.
Yes, well, my responsibilities moved up a little bit. I became a design coordinator rather than a sail designer, even though I still work very closely with the sail designers who are my friends and co-employees. But then, of course, I was working with really good designers and trying to help them understand results from tank testing, and so just opened up a little richer, form of thinking about it. And I got to navigate. So I was calculating the times around the course and enjoying that very much.
You've been training other crews as well?
Oh, occasionally, since then, I drifted out from that sort of work into data analysis, really, which is a similar thing. The ocean is a very noisy place from a data point of view. It's easy to say, well, the wind is this strong and the boat goes this fast, but we don't really know how strong the wind is because it's got its own structure. And it's been an awful amount of time trying to really get a feel for whether one particular part of the boat is better than it was yesterday, whether it's a sail or a keel, whatever. So I found that fascinating.
Now, the America's Cup 2021 is coming to Auckland. You're an Auckland boy. You know all about the waters over there. What can they expect?
Well, they can expect a variety. I know enough about the waters to remember saying way back in 2003, we're not going to be racing the America's Cup in 25 knots of wind. I knew that for a fact. We did. We raced the America's Cup in 25 knots of wind. So it just shows how Auckland can surprise us all, even people who've been there for a while. And that same thing could happen this time. They won't be racing in 25 because the limit is 23, but they may well have a few days when it does blow 25 and they have to stop the race or abandon the start.
Technology of the yachts themselves, the winners, as I understand it, can then dictate what format is for the next America's Cup. And we've got this sight, these yachts going around, coming out of the water on these big foils. Where's it all going?
I'm not sure how much it can go beyond this. Certainly plenty of room for refinement of the actual solution, but once you still need to have an interface vehicle. In other words, you have to have something gripping the water and something gripping the air, and the boat relies on the relative movement. In other words, if there's no wind, the boat doesn't go very fast at all without an engine. So I think that part will always be with us, and we'll just probably see refinement. And it's getting more. It seems to be getting more as if it's run by the television people now. The racing is shorter, very much shorter. And so the races get over in 20 minutes or so. And I think that'll probably stay the same. So I don't really know where it's going in the next event.
The support race at the America's Cup in Auckland will be, one of them is the J-Class, which is the lovely old boats from the original America's Cup. Are you looking forward to seeing them?
Yes, indeed. I've been lucky enough to sail on the J-Class yacht a few times, and they're wonderful to sail on, they're wonderful to watch, and so very much looking forward to seeing that.
Well, we also work with the Classic Yacht Experience, who work in the Mediterranean. They have some old 20 schooners. One of them originally came from the States. Have you sailed on schooners before?
No, but I have sailed on a sloop from 1908, so one of the 15-metre gaffers. In other words, we had a gaff and the boom stuck out way beyond the stern, and the bowsprit was well out in front, so the sails were spread over a much longer distance than the boat itself. And that was a great deal of fun, and that was in the Med, and I really loved the spirit of those contests they have each summer. And that was one of my favourite summers, actually, getting out there on a boat with no winches. When you want to pull the sails, it was 1, 2, 3, heave.
Yeah.
And that was really neat.
Well, next time you come back to the Med, you come sailing with us on the Classic Yacht Experience, because we'd love to have you on board.
Thank you very much. I would enjoy that.
But Tom, finally, just to ask you, with this rally experience here on New Zealand Classic, do you think you might have another go as a navigator in another event?
Oh, if I was invited, I'd probably jump at the chance. I don't expect to be invited. I'm not sure I'm covering myself with much glory yet. But anyway, we'll see. It's a few more days to go, and I'm learning every day. And in fact, learning every half hour.
Peter Morton, who you're with, because Louise has gone home, in terms of communicating, you're using nautical terms. So what are you doing?
Well, we did to work out what side to go around a cone. We know what's the way to go around the buoy, and the way we describe it is by saying we leave the buoy to starboard. Often means that you turn to the right as you go around the buoy, but not always. And so Peter was so used to that, so if you say that's a starboard buoy or a port buoy, he doesn't get confused. And I've been surprised talking to some of the other crews how quite often the skipper and the navigator have a different way of describing the same event. One person will say, I want to go to the left of this buoy, and so you use the word left, and the other person will say, I want to leave the buoy to the right, and use the word right, for the same situation. And so we used the starboard and port because it was something we were both comfortable with.
Listen, enjoy the rest of the rally, Tom. Thanks for being with us.
It's a pleasure. I'm enjoying it very much.